All right, let me do one example just to show you how this all works. Let's say, and I'm going to leave off the S's here because it just makes it a little easier to write everything out. Let's say I have a system that looks like the following. I've got G1, take the signal, multiply by G2. Those two come forward and get added up there. And then that sum gets multiplied by G3, and that output there is Y. And let's say there's one feedback loop right here, and that's H1 feedback with a minus sign. Okay, and I want to reduce to one block. All right, and notice I can't do it right away because this is called a feed forward loop, by the way. It goes around this feedback loop, and then it all gets multiplied there. So what I can do is start with the innermost loop, reduce it, and then try to just apply the rules that we've looked at. And there's really just three. There's the series, the parallel, and the feedback. So I'll start with this feedback loop. So step one is to start with the inner feedback loop, and that means that I can take this set of blocks here and apply the rule, and I get G1 over 1 plus G1 H1. So that means that the whole system now looks like the following. I have R. This goes into G1 over 1 plus G1 H1. Right? And so that's this loop being reduced down to one block. There's a feed forward loop around that where G2 multiplies R, and then the two of those get added together. Sorry. And then that all gets multiplied by G3, and then out comes Y. So now I've got a parallel loop, or sorry, two blocks in parallel, and then that parallel set of blocks is in series with G3. So I apply a parallel rule, and I end up with R going into the sum of those two blocks, and then that all gets multiplied by G3, and so then I finally apply step 3. Oh, excuse me. 3 is to apply the series rule and just multiply everything out. So I get G2, G3 plus G1, G3 all over 1 plus G1 plus, times H1. And that's the whole block there. So that's one block, and out comes Y. And then normally we would reduce this to a common denominator. So I have R, and then I have G2, G3 times 1 plus G1, H1 plus G1, G3 all over 1 plus G1, H1. Put a box around that, and done.